Hi friends! I think it's garden tour time. We have waited long enough, everything has changed. I'm chilling in my socks and sandals. It is freaking hot today, but I literally just chucked this on, just came out from a work meeting and was like, right, it's time. It's sunny, we should do it. So yeah, where shall I start? I'm gonna start where we always start, which is at the top of the garden. Or the back of I don't know. So I showed you this bed already, so you don't need to see much. The little daisies are coming out. I think they come out white and then they're gonna fade to pink, I think. So that'll be pretty. But yeah, it's really hot today. I watered everything on Tuesday, so today should be watering night. But I've noticed this bed is struggling because these plants are a lot newer. And it's really interesting as well because I have this like gully that the water like comes down when it rains. So this is kind of the wettest area of this bed. And like this Astrantia is looking fine. But then as you go along, like his leaves are looking a bit floppy. The head's looking a bit floppy. Ooh. Hello bee, beautiful. And then like this one is looking even more worse where I've just given him a bit of water, but I will deep water him tonight and he will perk up, as will the geraniums. But yeah, it is clearly watering day and that needs to be done. Look at this bee, isn't he lovely? Where's he gone? Hello friend. Oh no, he flew away. I'm not chasing the bee. Let's chase the bee. Where are you going? Oh, it's so hard to get them in focus when I'm videoing. He's flying at my face. Okay, right. I am brave, I swear. I'm brave. I'm just not good when they fly at me. Garage bed is fabulous. We're all good. I've got a couple of things here that need planting into the front garden, so we'll do a front garden tour in a couple of days, I think. But then, yeah. Here's my lovely little cherry tree that my sister got me. Lovely new growth. So a lot has changed. I think last time I did a tour, we had just finished planting up some of the big climbing plants that are at the back of the beds. I still had straight beds that were like this they were at this level. So I've since cut the grass further in the whole way along and I've added the curves to like expand the beds. Because even like where the curve isn't, I just needed a bit more space between the grass and the front of my flowers. So I've done that. And I did that on both sides. It's kind of hard. This bed is in shade until I get close. But yeah, we've got a little curve here as well. It's not symmetrical or anything because, who can be bothered with that? It was really hard work. So yeah, where should we start? Left, right? Let's start with the herb bed. I don't remember. The last time you saw the herb bed, it would have been freaking tiny as well. I'm going to sit down. Look, so I have my beautiful lavenders. It's a bit breezy, isn't it? They are like nearly about to flower, which is just the most excitement that you've ever had in your whole life, Got another one this side as well. So we're going to have our beautiful lavender bush either side of the path like we wanted. This is some broadleaf thyme. It's just doing amazingly. It looks beautiful. Obviously the chives look beautiful. I'm hoping the breeze isn't too loud for you. I don't want to make my shadow in the way, This is a lemon variegated thyme, currently flowering. Fabulous. My curry plant. That one's a marjoram French, I think. Let me come around. The sun's kind of gone behind a cloud, which is nice because I'm like boiling hot right now. He's gone crazy in the last few days, actually. The chamomile's got a lot bigger. Rosemary looking fine. Purple sage. Common thyme. Look how cute. Cutest flowers ever. That's oregano. That's another marjoram. This is hyssop, which it's gonna flower purple, but it's not flowering yet. But it's nice. I like it. I like to touch things. It's soft. It's nice. Then a normal sage, and then I've got this beautiful silvery thyme. Just so lovely. So that's my herb bed. And then we've got the lavender right at the end that's gone crazy. Like it's so exciting. It's gonna flower soon. I mean, it has color, How do I get it to focus? Yeah, close enough. So yeah, that one's the Arabian Nights lavender. So that'll flower soon. This is gonna be a long tour, guys, by the way, because there's just so much stuff to show you. And I'm too excited. This is my little osteospermum that I put in. I need to do some deadheading. It's kind of like peachy pink. It looks very pink on my phone. This one here is a little scabia, so you can see all the buds coming on it. They're going to be white flowers, like all here. So that's exciting. This was my pink geum, which I've deadheaded in the hopes that maybe we'll get more flowers later in the year. But I actually really just love the shape of the leaves. Like, it's really pretty. I think last tour that one wasn't even planted. It has since been planted, flowered, finished. We have literally the first flowers coming on the verbena. Can I get it to focus? Is it gonna be a bitch? It's gonna be a bitch. Look, flowers. So this whole thing is gonna have little purple flowers on, which is lovely. And then my rose, I'm gonna go round. This was the first rose to flower. This is called Strawberry Hill. I've since deadheaded this, like 5 or 6 of them, I think. She smells lovely. She insists on like facing the wall. I'm like, why are you facing the wall? But yeah, those ones are quite old, and then that one is like only just come out. She's beautiful. So she's doing good, but like I'm hoping once these flowers are over, she'll start growing a bit bigger. So yeah, let's go down the bed. You can really tell just the couple of things that I put in last year. So like these, like the verbena, this salvia and these salvias I put in last year just in September, but they've just like grown massive. And I've planted another one because I wanted a third one. So then you can just see the difference in like the size of the plants just 1 year. It's kind of crazy. I love how like everywhere I look there's just bees on everything. This one I wasn't sure I liked it because I liked the picture of it, and then when I bought it everything came out like bright pink like this one. And I wanted it to be peach coloured, but it is now fading to peach, so we'll allow it. This is my amethyst hot lips plant. It's like really pretty. I'm really enjoying that one, and it smells amazing. And then I've got the Nausea at the back. He's coming all the way from this plant at the back. I've had a couple. I think this is now like a seed head. He's like finished. It's spiky. Well, it's not gonna zoom. Fuck it. You get the point. And there's another one over there. So hopefully they're gonna put up more flowers. But yeah, these salvias look amazing. I wanted a third one. It was just bugging me that I only had 2. And I needed something to go to like protect the roots of the jasmine. So I'm literally out of breath just from like all the crouching and talking and just not stopping. Oh, look, the plane's going over. That's probably really loud for you. I'm sorry. So yeah, I think I'd planted this last time, but I hadn't started training it into like a fan shape. So yeah, I think I need to tie in like he's gonna go that way. Haven't decided yet. There's lots of good branches coming anyway to tie in into a nice fan shape. So he's gonna be white flowers when he eventually flowers. This was the plant that I thought was dead, and then he started putting out flowers. He's the same as the amethyst hot lips, but he's a pink hot lips. Smells really nice. He's not flowering yet, but at least he's alive, so yeah, that's good. And then this rose behind is called Lark Ascending, and I love her. Rose is a female, apparently. Who could say? Like when she first comes out, it's more like peachy orange, fading over time. Smells really good as well. Then what have we got? I've got these daisy things everywhere because they're gonna get a lot bigger and it'll be nice to have them. I was kind of wanted like a common theme throughout the garden, so I've got one there. I got one here just next to those. And yeah, I've got another one down there, and I'll show you. I've got some on the other side. Sorry, I'm swinging the camera around like crazy. I brought a third of these tiarellas because it was the same problem with that one. I was like, I only had 2 and it was bugging me. So I chucked the third one in the back just the other day. But I don't know if you remember, last time I showed you, these ones were like, this one was massive and this one had been like eaten to death and it had like 1 leaf, but it's like fully come back. I was worried about it, but now it looks magical. So yeah, I've untied my winter jasmine and started training that. And then next to it, I've got a clematis that's supposed to flower like July to September. I'm getting close to just show you how much growth is going on. So we've got all these like, it's a climb, like it clings to everything. So he's coming all the way up here at the moment. I've got loads of new buds going over there. So yeah, I'm sending him to the right. That's why we've got this weird cane formation. He will eventually just climb up the winter jasmine, because the winter jasmine flowers in winter, magical. And then he flowers in summer, so he'll just climb up it. But right now I want to give him space to grow, so I'm just training that over to the right. So we put some like strings in. I don't know if you can see the strings, just so he can be out of the way for the moment. I've planted a little echinacea who just insists on flopping over. He'll be fine now. Bright pink. And then these are one of my favorite plants that I've put in. I think they're called Persicaria. They grow like, they spread like a mat along the floor, so like all the leaves where they're touching, they start to like put little roots down. So they were another thing I wanted as like a common theme in the garden. So I've got 3 over here, and they spread to like 45 centimeters each, I think. So they will eventually just cover that whole front of the border. And then I did also put them in over there. So yeah, hopefully pretty. This is a sea holly thistle. I don't know when they're gonna flower. Who knows? Look at all the buds on that rose. I saved that rose from my front garden, and it's maybe gonna be okay. Who knows? It's kind of like a peachy pink color, but the buds are really bright orange. Okay, whew. So then here, I think I remember telling you that I'd put in 3 dahlias. So they are all up, those 3 just there. They're going to be a peach color, and then behind them I've got some more verbena, baby verbena plug plants that are only really just getting going because I was so slow at putting them in. So I've got 4, but they are tall, and they should be like tall purple flowers with the peachy orange in front. And then in front of those, because I had extra room because I expanded the grass, I've got these white flowers that have only just started flowering. Really pretty. They're supposed to get to like 60-70 centimeters tall. So everything this year is very small and short, but as you could see from the salvias, like just 1 year difference in growth. Like next year everything is going to really fill out, I think. Then I just planted these the other day because I told you I have a salvia obsession, and I wanted some more purple at the end of the garden. So got these little compact ones. So these only grow to 30 centimeters high and wide. So that's why they're at the front of the bed as opposed to like a middle plant. And then behind I put like another Nepeta in because I know that the bees love it. And then this is Astrantia. See, this again was planted last year, so you can see like how much bigger it is than the other ones, and it's doing super good. Very nice. This is a little heuchera that my mum brought me from her garden when they visited, and I'm not really sure what, like she just dug it up and clearly there was something else with it, and I'm just letting it do its thing at the moment. And then behind it we have my favorite rose, Lady of the Lake. She is my favorite because I don't know, she's just so healthy. Her leaves are so good. She's covered in buds, and she's just so pretty. None of the buds at the moment are like in their early stage where they just open and they're kind of pink, but she kind of fades to white as she goes on. So she's so pretty. And then these are some, what do you call them? Oh no, the word is gone. They're yellow. They're also from my mum's garden, and it came with a strawberry that's already started to spread with a runner. See? Because mum has loads of wild strawberries in her garden, so yeah. Oh, primroses. There we go. God, I'm tired. It's Friday, you know, guys? It's Friday and I'm tired. The sun has gone. And then I've put this alchemilla at the end. So I don't know if you remember from the other tour, we had this bed over here, I'm going to go over here now, was just full of the alchemillas, and I hadn't sort of moved them. I've now moved them all. I've dug them up and I've kind of dotted them around the garden. So like there's one there, one there, there's some at the back. They're a really good like filler plant, and I really like the kind of pale color. It like brightens up what's kind of a dark side of the bed. But yeah, I dug them all out and we put in some, this is my main bed of Nepeta or catmint or whatever you want to call it. These were tiny little 9cm plants that I got delivered online, and I was kind of worried about them, especially this one, because he just had like 3 long stems, as you can see, and I was just like, he looks really leggy. But in the last week he's put all this new growth out, so he's definitely going to bush out. They've got lots of new growth at the bottom of them. This one especially, so they also grow to 45 wide, I think, so they will be filling the whole of this front. Went for some fun daisies behind because I needed something to, this is the shady side of the garden, so I needed something bright, you know. Then we got another lavender. That's the same as these two, but I planted this one a few weeks later, so he's not quite as big. And then this is Wallerton Old Hall. How can I get a good... So the thing with the roses is that this is their first year. They've only been in since the end of April, so I've noticed their stems are quite weak still. They're not very strong yet. So like they're putting all these buds out, but then they don't have the strength to actually like hold them up. But yeah, she has this beautiful like closed petal formation. Just, yeah, such a nice rose, and she's kind of peachy, creamy white. So I've got some more buds coming. But yeah, I think all my roses are doing pretty good. I mean, they're only a few months old, so, because like this one, Lark Ascending, I mean, that's a tall shrub. It's supposed to get like probably, I don't know, 1, 2, maybe 4 times that height. But obviously this year it's just baby, so baby roses. Anyways, back to this side. So yeah, then we've got another one of the daisies here. So they can actually grow up to like 50 centimeters. So when they're actually really big and covered in white daisies, it's going to be like a white blob of daisy there, another one there, and again on the same other side of the garden. I planted these salvias just the other day. They are different to the other ones. I swear. They all look very similar, but they are different, and I like them all for different reasons. So we got them, and the bees already like them, and I just felt like it was nice to have, I have so much purple over here. Not that it's all out yet, but there's a lot of purple over here. I didn't have any at the end until I put those in the other day. And then over this side, I kind of just had like pink. I felt like we needed, well, we have the light Nepeta, which is purple, but yeah, I felt like I needed some dark purple to kind of mirror it. Then this is one of my honeysuckles, which I probably shouldn't have let it flower, but I did let it flower. So it's kind of put all its effort into flowering, and now it's starting to grow, and it's put out this really leggy stem. I don't know if it should be that leggy, you know? I think he's probably the thing that's doing the worst in my garden, and I'm not really surprised because he was delivered in such a bad condition. Hello, bee. This is my favorite Astrantia, for sure. It's just so pretty. And then I brought this little flower to go next to it just because I like the colors. This is a very chaotic and not organized tour. So yeah, we've got some more little pom-pom persicaria plants here. Then I've got another honeysuckle, which was much bigger when it was delivered, and it is doing really well. So I haven't untied it from its canes yet because it wasn't long enough to actually tie in. But it's getting long enough now that I think I could, yeah, I think I can start tying that in soon, which is exciting. This is my climbing hydrangea. He's looking like he could do with a bit of water, and the flowers are out. I knew I would love this plant, and I do love it. It looks like lace, and the bees love it as well. So that's gonna one day fill the wall. One day. Got some more heucheras that I think were in last time. Some hellebores that they're just gonna survive until next year, and then we can see the flowers in spring. And then these are some little violets from my mum's garden. And then I planted some more tiarella. So they don't have any flowers. They are literally the same variety as these over here. They quite like the shade, actually. I don't really know why I planted them in my full sunbed. But I did. And then I read that they like the shade, so I put them down here because I think that the white colour will just make this really shady corner like much brighter once they actually flower. So I sorted out the rockery as well, like laid the stones out in a little bit of a nicer order. I've still got a few plants to buy, but it's the wrong time of year to buy them. So this whole brown section, I think I'm going to get epimediums to cover it, which is like cute little heart-shaped leaves. Really likes the shade anyway. This whole area has to be shade. I've got some more tiarellas. They're a different variety. You can see the leaves are a different colour. So they're doing okay. I've put those in, 3 of those. And then I've got a little space here, this little nook here. I'm going to put 3 tiny mouse hostas in there. And then in this space, I'm going to put 2 big hostas. I'm really excited for those. And then this is my pulmonaria. It's my Jurassic plant, and I love it. So yeah, this is all very shade tolerant. I've currently just let the weeds go a bit so it doesn't look so bare, and my rhubarb needs watering. Literally yesterday it was like looking so whew, and now it's like flopped over. But I mean, considering I dug this up like a month ago and just put it in a pot, it's doing pretty good. I mean, obviously the snails have been at it a bit, but yeah, you can see how dry it is in there. It's okay, we're watering tonight, and technically I do at some point actually need to plant that in the ground. I've just been ignoring it because it's doing fine, but I'm gonna have to dig a really big hole for that. We reseeded our grass, and the areas we reseeded it like grow so much faster than the rest of it. So I need to like cut it, but like it's literally just there. And then this corner as well, like you can see the grass is so long. So yeah, this is the garden. This is a long video, I'm sorry. I'm actually exhausted. This week has been insane. I've been going to bed at like 2-3 a.m, but then still getting up at like 8:39, which you know for me is quite early, and I'm tired. But I'm still gonna plant some stuff in the front garden today, I think, this afternoon. Roses. I'm just trying to remember what it looked like last time I showed you. So this is a rambling rose, so she will spread like all the way to the back and all the way that way to eventually meet the winter jasmine. But yeah, I hope you like the colours. I'm still waiting patiently for stuff to come up. I'm so patient, not. Oh, just look at the colour on that. So pretty. I wish I could like share what they smell like with you. The Strawberry Hill, she's got like a really sweet smell. I think so does Lark Ascending, similar but like not as sweet almost. And then surprisingly, Lady of the Lake, even though she looks like really pink and white and you'd think like, oh, classic rose smell, she has like a citrusy lemon smell, and it's amazing. I love it. And this one, I would probably have to lie on my tummy to smell it. So I've not tried yet because I can't get my head down that low. So we'll find out when some of the other ones go, I guess. But yeah, I feel like my garden is actually looking like a garden now, and pretty much everything is spaced so that it will fill in and there won't be much brown soil left. I mean, I haven't really addressed the fact that we have a gap here. Does anyone know what I should put? It needs to be low down, like it needs to be sort of 30-40 centimeters max. It needs to go with purple and white. I don't know. I can't decide. But I mean, it's good to have gaps because then if I find something I love, I have room to put it in. Similarly, over here, it's a shadier side. I haven't decided yet what to put behind the Persicaria. So I've still got that gap. So we'll think. I think I'm definitely going to get another one of these Astrantias and just put that the other side of the Salvias because I love it so much. So yeah, I should probably go do stuff. Oh, or I could just sit down for a little bit, maybe. I'm tired. Okay, I'm gonna go and I will do a front garden tour next, I think, and then I'll just keep you posted on all my flowers as they come out. Yeah, plan. Bye, friends.